my beautiful office. Yes, I did this myself. And I'm going to be giving you guys a tour today of it and tell you why I chose flamingos and pink and a parrot and orange and everything around me. So first, before we get started on this grand tour, I have to pour myself a little bit of champs because I'm celebrating, because this was a lot of work. So let's go ahead and pour me a tall glass of champagne. Nice. That looks grand. I probably should have poured that a little differently though. Alright, lovely. How cool is it that I get to drink on the job anytime I want? Like right now, I mean, it is like 6 or 7 o'clock, but like 8 a.m. I guess I could just pop a bottle of champagne if I wanted to. So that's probably gonna happen every now and then, you know, if I'm like celebrating something big. But in this case, I'm just cheersing to myself and making my vision come to life. So cheers. Wow, beautiful. Okay, behind me, you can see there's flamingos. And you're probably like, why flamingos? Well, it's a statement, and it probably stuck out to you before I even did. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but a flock of flamingos is called a flamboyance. So this is a flamboyance of flamingos behind me. I mean, that's pretty fabulous. How much more fabulous can it get when it comes to a bird? I'm pretty sure there's not a flamboyance of pigeons, right? So pretty fabulous. So the flamingos was inspired by this wallpaper company that reached out to me, and they let me pick out any wallpaper I want. And what really stuck out to me was this one, and the colors in this office was not that at all. Actually, no colors at all. It was so boring in here. And I really wanted some life, some vibrance, something that symbolized balance, because sometimes I felt chaotic in here, and I just wanted it to be this place where I come to that, you know, represents positivity and pizzazz and radiates vibrance, which I feel like I have those qualities in myself. So that's why flamingos speak to me so much, which I know you're probably like, shut up, we get it. But like, seriously, this is a statement, so I'm really happy with it. The color scheme was designed around this wallpaper. So to give you a glimpse into everything else around me as I point, let's just get started with this plant. Now, it's a bird paradise, which is tropical, aka tropical bird, means tropical plant. So also my sister-in-law has one, and hers is like ginormous and beautiful. And I asked her what kind of plant that was, and she told me. I'm like, that's it, that's the plant. And I knew I had to get one because my grandma, I sent her a picture of my inspiration board, which I'll put here for you guys to see real quick. And she said, I love it so much, but don't forget, you need to add some greenery. You need to add life in your office. You have to give your office life. I was like, that's a great point, Pat Grams. So I got plants. And then as you can see, this gallery wall behind me, which I'll give you more of a close-up look. Everything on this wall is personal to me. Everything has a meaning. It ties in with the office. For example, I mean, this is a picture I took, and most of this is my photography and art, most of it. But it's a picture I took in Costa Rica on my honeymoon. Wow, I'm just realizing how much I like flamingos. Wow, when did that happen? This is actually a sample of wallpaper from the same company. I loved it so much, and my grandma suggested I put it on my wall, so I asked them for a sample and framed it with an old frame I got from Goodwill and spray painted it gold to match all of the brass and gold accents in this room. So as you can see here, there is a blank wine on the wall. Probably like, why? Well, I love wine, and the name's Typsy Flypsy for a reason. It's because I like to get tipsy. Cheers. And I really want my own wine one day. So this symbolizes manifestation, and I will have my own wine one day, and it's blank because I haven't figured that out yet, but I know I will. And this wall is a lot of manifestation, including this house I saw in Beverly Hills once. I took a picture of it. I'm like, I should live there. I'm going to live there. I may not live there, but I'll live in a house very similar to it, which is a pink adobe house with cacti. I mean, I have to. This is my little avatar. that I had created when I first started my business, like full force. I'm like, I got a little person made. I have a paintbrush and wine in hand. It really represents Typsy Flypsy. So I don't really use it now, but I look at it every day and remember where I started, and I love that. This is actually cut up tequila, sorry, not tequila, agave that's made in tequila, and obviously Typsy Flypsy, Tipsy, tequila, TT. Yeah, so that. This little fun thing right here, I actually got in an old piece of mine, which is my dog's now bed, but it was an old antique TV, a mid-century monitor, really cool. If you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all the above, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people were mad at me that I did hit it with a hammer, but like it was broken anyway, guys. So it's the whole point of flipping furniture and doing flipsies, so deal with it. But I did keep a little piece of it. I painted that when I was in first grade. I'm a Pisces. I don't have any recollection of painting that, but I'm mesmerized by myself, honestly. Hold on. I mean, how did I do that? I don't think I could do that today. This is more photography on my own. That was in Carmel by the sea, where I got engaged, and there were sea lions and succulents in the ocean. It was beautiful, and I love that day so much. And then obviously the focal point of the room, daydream all day long, get absolutely nothing done, escape from reality, live in your head, but no thoughts, just vibes. Real life is overrated anyway. BRB. Enough said. Pretty much me every day when I'm in my head. I just get on Zillow and I look at mansions. I'm like, be right back. I'm just gonna daydream. But like I said, there's a house right here that I want to live in, so it's not really daydreaming. It's manifesting. This piece of art I made when I moved to Austin 6 years ago with my now husband, but boyfriend of a year at the time. I think we were really broke and bored, and we just got some magazines and we created this together just out of love. And I think about it all the time now that it's in front of me, but when I found it, it was just like, because literally two dreamers living in a city one weekend moved to Texas to be together at last. They're moving on up and up for the good life. I love you. And then it's the up. It's a pink up house with balloons. Like my favorite color is pink. And we literally bought a house together and moved to the city together. It's just crazy. Like, we put that all on paper and it came true. And like, it's just proof that anything you set your mind to can happen. You just have to speak it into existence. There are some wine corks. I found that at Goodwill. It was corks, it was brown, but I'm like, this needs to be hot pink. So I spray painted it hot pink, because duh. And now it's on my wall. And it was actually from a local winery, Georgetown Winery, just north of Austin. And I'm like, okay, keeping things local. Got it. Okay, cool. The tiger right beside it was in LA after my hike in Runyon Canyon, which was really fun and my first time ever. And that tiger was just like growling at me. Like, oh shit. There's a tiger in LA, guys. Like, I think I literally put that on my Instagram story, like, watch out. There's a tiger. But anyways, it's cool. And there's a bird of paradise in the picture too, which matches my plan. And then more pics from Costa Rica, because the landscape there was just majestical. And more art from when I was an infant, probably, because I'm so articulate. But also, that frame matches my desk, which we'll get to. And it's just so cute. I did that in like first grade, to be for real, for real. I just don't understand how I did that. Does anyone else have their childhood art and just like so impressed by themselves? Sorry. I have this cross, and I just have to have a little bit of Jesus in here for good luck. And then my Typsy Flypsy hat that I wear in like all my videos that I paint in, because there's evidence. And you know, if it's not me in this hat, it's not me. Don't catfish me.
There are 3 fake profiles out there of me on TikTok, so I'm not okay with that, guys. If you don't have this hat, you're not Typsy Flypsy.
Okay, going back where you came from, right here is my father's art, who's an artist, and he lived in Austin, Texas in 1994, signed on there, and I just think this is so cool. Like, it's just a colorful skull. Bravo, bravo, Dad. This is a picture I took in LA, and then a flock of green parrots in Costa Rica that were just flying outside my doorstep when I was there. and on, and I had to take a picture, and that picture is actually live on my iPhone, and you could see them flying. I'm gonna put that in for everyone, because you just have to see. You can't live your life not seeing that. More photography from LA. This is from Target, Opal House, Jungalow. Justina Blakely, who I really adore. That's her line, and I really like it. It ties everything in together with the colors and the brass. I had to have a little touch of her because I feel like she's a huge impact on my style as an adult. She came out with that line when I was 18 and living in Austin. So a lot of my stuff I still have to this day is from her. And then think outside the box. Reminder. I want everyone to think outside of the box right now. I don't remember even drawing this. Like, it's weird. It's almost like, ooh, I did that. I know it's not that beautiful, but here's the thing. I drew this at a time where I was probably like mentally not there. I'm probably going through something. I was like, I'm gonna draw. That's what I would do as a kid. It reminds me of just how creative I can be. So I keep it up here to, like in moments of doubts, just look at and be like, wait a second, you did that. Even though you don't remember, you did that. So that is the wall of art. Seriously though, this took a lot of thought and effort, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I feel inspired by looking at it, so good job. Okay, so this little area is cute. My husband came home with pink carnations today by surprise. I'm like, I have to put this in the video. And there are carnations everywhere in Costa Rica, so we really love that flower for that reason. And then this is a little storage box, as well as this one. And this one was made in India and actually gifted by my aunt who works on movies. So it was probably in a movie. If anyone saw it in a movie, tag me, I guess, because I don't know. This I got at Goodwill, but it was actually 30 bucks. It's solid brass. Oh, Tuesday morning, I got it for $4. At Goodwill. Oh wow, exposed. I should probably take that off. No, it's on the bottom, who cares? I thrift, okay? I thrift. That's like Typsy Flypsy, guys. She thrifts. She goes to Goodwill. So this, you're thinking, that's for tea. No, it's to water my plants in style. BPA free, glass free, gluten free, vegan. So yeah, watering my plants, guys, keeping them alive.
Sounds good.
Well, our first tipsy night in here left a little bit of liquid evidence. We'll clean it up later. Back to business, guys. You see these dolls here? They're South African fertility dolls, and guess where I got them? Duck, duck, goose. Goodwill. Goodwill. I was watching Architectural Digest with Justina Blakely, who I just mentioned. And she had these in her home, and literally the day after I watched that, I went to a Goodwill in Austin. These were just staring at me. Like, it was creepy, but like, okay, I have to get those, because I literally said to my mom, who's sitting right beside me, I think I need those. Like, those are so cool. Like, it matched my theme. Really love the aesthetic of them. Like, a creepy, cool Gaga doll. Represents fertility and like magicalness. Great Goodwill find. I got them for $15 each. Before we move on, this paint color is called Mysterious AF by Benjamin Moore. Mysterious. I actually have a 2023 calendar right here because this next year is going to be my year. So I am ready. And I got this for $5 at World Market. Don't ask me how. Next, I painted this wall because I wanted things to feel like a column. And I got these scones. They're not scones. I don't know what they're from, but I found them on the side of the road. I feel like this could be really cool for something. And I transformed them into scones, and the lights in here are like takeout lights. They stake on things. They're like 12 bucks on Amazon for a pack of 3. In my Amazon storefront, you can go find it. Anyways, it has a pink light, which you can see better when it's dark. And this one is blue with the blue column and the gold accents, which are everywhere. The gold, the chrome, the wood, earthy, metals, mixed, heavenly. So, you're probably like, Tipsy, Probably like Tipsy. There's a caterpillar behind you. A really cute one. I'm gonna call her Daphne. I just feel like it's a Daphne. I had a childhood friend named Daphne, so we're calling her Daphne. My husband did that because you should see what I did. I'm gonna show y'all, but like seriously, don't judge me. This is so much better. I'm like a crazy artist. He's like a perfection artist, if that makes sense. So anyways, it's an abstract caterpillar because I feel like if I were a butterfly, I'd be abstract, you know? Not like your typical monarch, no. Abstract. The reason I did caterpillar and butterflies in this office space is because before I really dove into this project, I was kind of questioning what I should be doing in life, if this is the right path, and kind of going through a little bit of a hardship and questioning of the world, mid-20 moment era that I'm not in anymore. Feel better now. And I went to go check them out after not seeing the day of light all day in my robe, probably. I went and checked them out, and there was just like a bunch of freaking monarch butterflies because it lasted about 5 minutes. So at least 10,000 monarch butterflies migrated right before me. And I didn't even grab my phone, I didn't even take a picture because I was just so in the moment, like, oh my gosh, what is happening? This is crazy, also beautiful, but also like, oh my gosh, is this a sign? This was a sign. It was, and I think about it a lot. So I had to bring it in here because I feel like that moment really pivoted me into this direction. I am now entering a new chapter of my life as a young woman, which is this Typsy Flypsy, and it was just a sign of life. And I realized with hardships comes ease, and a butterfly really represents that for me because they literally transform into a new thing. Like, what the heck? The science behind that is crazy. And most importantly, a butterfly is a metaphor for transforming and rebirth, which I felt in that moment, and I still do. I'm talking about it right now. Oh, okay. So now we got a little station over here. Let's talk about the station, because you gotta have a station in every room, and if you don't, you're gonna have to get one. Okay? How freaking cute! We didn't go for the brown or the beige or the white. No, we went for pink, because pink's the vibe. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about these other 3 things. Right here is a very feminine candle. And I got this at a garage sale last weekend for $2. And I'm like, dude, I have to get this. Why is this here? It's for me. So I got it, and I filled it up with sand that was left over from my wedding 2 years ago that I kept and refused to throw away because it was meant for this vase. This beautiful vase and this candle that I just found in a drawer that I bought for no reason. So everything was meant to be. And then this candle, pretty please, because I feel like I say that on a daily to my husband for things, and like I just had to put it in here because I'm gonna be saying it to brands and companies and people and things really soon because I'm about to boss up. Okay, the scent of this candle is pink peony coconut, and if you didn't notice on the flamingo wallpaper there are peonies, my favorite flower. I like carnations, but peonies are my favorite. Is this money tree? Shout out to Pat Grams for telling me to get a plant, because this one is a money plant, which obvious reasons why it's here in this room. And so I'm like, gold money plant combination is success. So I feel like I'm getting so deep. But like everything has meaning. Okay, I'll stop. Shh. So these curtains I got on Wayfair. And not to mention, the best part of the room is the miniature furniture pieces I found at Goodwill. So yeah, I have a little idea about this for my brand. I'm not gonna tell y'all. But I saw these at Goodwill for like $1. I'm like, bro, why does this have my name on it? Like, why? So I got them and they belong here now. And more to come soon. All I gotta say. Now let's talk about these chairs. that I got for $3.99 at Goodwill. You can thrift your whole life away, guys. Don't be like me. You might spend a little too much on like a little bit of everything, but you get like really cool vintage chairs out of it. Lo and behold. Ready? Oh my gosh. Literally made in Cameron, Texas. Guys, my name is Cameron, so these chairs are made for me. Just saying, $3.99, so I spent like what, $7? Maybe $8 with tax. And it's for people to sit and hang out with me when I'm working so hard and a little bored during the day. So these are my friends now, and they look. It's comfy. Okay. So behind me is a one-of-a-kind bookshelf that I invented and then my husband welded. Here's the story. At a garage sale, right? These things are just chilling on the ground. I'm like, what are these? They're aluminum, like made for like, I don't know, cars maybe? I was literally looking at bookshelves the night before. Since I have a welder husband, he put wall hooks on them and like made them a bookshelf. I invented this. Me and him invented this. Literally, look at this. How innovative. I'm shooketh with my own self, guys. I know y'all are too. But like all my favorite books, I'm growing my collection. And like, don't forget about the meditation poof that I found on the side of the road for free. And spray painted silver. Hashtag awesome, because this thing's amazing. Why would anyone throw this out? Like, I looked them up. It's like $40 for this thing. I'm like, dude, nothing's wrong with it. No, it doesn't have bed bugs. Stop with that.
Nothing has bed bugs. I would know. And don't say I wouldn't. I would.
Cheers to that. Okay, let's just admire the rug beneath me, because I was gonna buy this exact rug from World Market, but then I found one for $90 cheaper, the exact same rug on Wayfair. So moral to the story is do your research, because you could save like $90 like me. This chair, Goodwill, $9.99. I saw it and I knew it was mine. The blue matches the blue peonies in my office. And then my desk I did buy a couple years ago, and it's from Target, and it's made out of cane and wood, and I really love the earthy wood elements in here. I try and keep everything grounded and humbled with all my earth and plants and wine. And that is all for the desk. So